Okay, welcome to today's exercise regime in the advanced level. So what we're going to do is start off with a bit of a warm-up. So we've got the cable set up again as going off from last video in the series. So all we're going to do is, with a super light weight, do a warm-up with a back row. That's all we're doing. Just a light... Okay, don't worry, we'll be increasing the weights for the actual exercise, but I just want to do a light version just to warm up those muscles, get the circulation going. Fantastic. Let's do 20 squats. We're just holding the cables here. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now we're just going to work on some dynamic hamstring stretching. So based off all our previous exercises, we're doing the same hamstring stretch. And swap legs. Fantastic. Okay. Bit of the arms. Fantastic. So we're going to start off with a cable row. Okay, so we've got our cable row. Actually, we didn't do this one in the last series, in the last exercise workout, but we're going to add this one on. So here we go. And all we're doing is still a 90-degree bend in the elbow and out. Okay? Off we go. Fantastic. Now we're moving back onto our cable pull-through deadlift that we were doing last exercise regime. So, here we go. We're pulling through. Now you may feel that you need to increase your weights for the deadlift compared to the arm workouts, which is completely understandable and is usually always the case. So slowly on the way down and up quick. Fantastic. One more to go. Fantastic. All right. So the next one is we've got our push-ups. So here we go. We're doing 12 altogether, so we've got 10 more to go. Fantastic. Okay, so that's the end of round one. Shake it off, and we'll get back on to the second round. All right, I hope we are ready to commence our second round. All right, so we've got our pulls, or our rows. All right, position, soft knees, and we're keeping our trunk straight the whole way through. So we really don't want to see this swinging of the trunk, like, oh, and up, like this is wrong. We don't want to see that. We really just want to see a straight trunk and up. Fantastic. A few more to go. Fantastic. Okay, so we're back onto the deadlift pull-throughs. All right, so let's get into positions. All right. Okay, so we start here and up we come. Just make sure when you're coming down those weights are not touching, so otherwise you need to pull out, you need to step out a bit further out. Okay, fantastic. Let's go on to our push-ups now. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing in on the way down, breathing out on the way up. Let's give me another 2 more. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got one more round to go of this circuit anyway. Alrighty. Okay, so I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Okay, let's go back onto our rows. 10 more to go. Only 10. And last one. Fantastic. We've got our push-ups. We're going to smash it out, give it everything we've got, because this is the last round. All right? Let's do it. And remember, we're doing 12 reps, so 10 to go. Now 9 to go. Okay. Fantastic. Well, that's the end of circuit 1. And so grab a drink and we're back on to our second circuit. Okay, welcome back to the second circuit. What I've got set up here is a step up here with your dumbbells for your lunges. Up here, it's set up the same way as the previous exercise video, where we're trying to do, your squat assisted pull-ups here. So I would like for you to be able to have it high enough so in your squat position, your arms are extended completely. Okay, so fantastic. Let's go back onto our, start off with our second circuit. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand here and we're going to do our reverse lunges, but from the step up. Okay? Off we go. So this time, what we're doing is we're actually getting in deeper down on our lunges. Yep. So we're working a different angle of our glutes in this one. Fantastic. Let's keep it going. Now, we don't want our body to be too far bent forward. A little bit is okay. That's fine. It's really important that you keep the heel on the box, not hanging off like this. All right? Fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to do next is actually just lost for words for a moment there. So what we're going to do is actually tall seated shoulder presses. So grab this. What we're going to do, we're going to come down and up. If it's too light, add on some weights. All right, and we put it back up. And now what we're going to do is our squat assisted pull-ups, going off from our last exercise video in the series. So, ready? Alrighty. So, here we go. We really are trying to use our trunk and our scapulars, our back as much as possible, because we're trying to build up to a pull-up. Okay, fantastic. So let's shake it off for a bit before we get on to the next round. Okay, so we're going to go back onto our lunges. Okay, so come up. And we're going to do alternating legs, of course. So we've been doing reverse lunges from the last series, exercise video. So all we're doing is really just adding on the step up. That's all. And so as a result, we can go a little bit lower. All right. You're doing fantastic. I'm sure you are feeling that burn, but we must keep going and give it your everything. We've got one more lot. Fantastic. Okay, so we are going to go back onto our shoulder press. You may feel the need to get your breath back a bit. Okay, so off we go. Fantastic. Oops. Alrighty, fantastic. So now we have the squat assisted pull-ups. I'll do it from the front so you have an angle of both views. Alrighty. Oops. All right, so we go from squat position and we're pulling up. Let's do another 10. We've got this. Nearly there. Let's push it through. Fantastic. All right. So, take a mini break before we get on to the last round. Okay, so I think we're ready. If you're not, it's okay. You'll just feel a bit of a more challenge on this round. Okay, so off we go, alternating legs. And we're doing 12 legs each. We're halfway there. We're doing well. We've got our last one. Ready? And the last leg. Fantastic. All right. Get your breath back a tiny bit. Ready? Off we go back onto our shoulder press. Off we go. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got our last pull-ups for the day and our last round as well. Okay, let's do it. Ready? We're trying to use our upper body as much as possible. The squats are there just as assistance. Let's do 3 more. We're nearly done. I know you're feeling that burn. Let's keep going. Let's push through the pain. Fantastic. Amazing work, guys and ladies. So we're going to cool off with some stretching. So please don't go away. This is just as important. I don't want you to be any extra sore. So let's pull off from this pole here. Really pulling out. Hope you're feeling the nice stretch along the back, along the lats. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to also, the quads stretch. All right. and swap. Fantastic. All right. So, just do a little bit of a hamstring one. Try to go from left to right, leg. Fantastic. Okay, well that's the end of today's workout. Keep going, don't quit.